Sir Alex Ferguson's ex-daughter-in-law avoids jail after drug driving. Sir Alex Ferguson's former daughter-in-law has been caught drug driving again for the second time in just 14 months after police found her high on cocaine at the wheel of a friend's Mercedes. Nadine Ferguson was stopped on a dual carriageway last February after officers saw her weaving between lanes and driving at only 40 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour limit. Tests showed the 39-year-old was 7 points above the drug drive limit after taking cocaine while socializing with friends. The mother of 3 from Chelford, Cheshire, was on bail at the time after testing positive for the same drug following a row with her ex in December 2016 over phone messages about the former Manchester United manager and his family. Ferguson, who was married to Sir Alex's son Darren, was convicted of the first drug driving offence in April, but it is thought the court was unaware of February's incident. At Stockport Magistrates' Court this week she faced up to 6 months jail after admitting the second offence but was handed a £300 fine and a 3-year road ban after telling how she had been encountering significant difficulties. Her lawyer Elizabeth Dyson said, her reading was low and when police attended she cooperated in full with the officers there at the time. When she spoke to the police she explained that she had been socializing during the day before. She was convicted in April this year and this offense was committed in February. But the circumstances of that first case were that she had applied for special reasons and exceptional hardship. Those court proceedings caused significant problems as she dealt with a lot of publicity at that time. She is a mother to 3 children who rely on her for day-to-day transport. Miss Ferguson currently has ongoing civil proceedings causing difficulty to her financially. At present she finds herself in rented accommodation and works 16 hours per week in employment. She accepts the aggravating feature that court proceedings were ongoing at the time. She knows that disqualification level is to be extended today. She is very remorseful and embarrassed as she appears before the court again. She knows the publicity will secure that. Ferguson was originally detained by police on December 17, 2016 after officers were called to deal with an argument she was having with ex-boyfriend Ian Southworth at her former luxury barn conversion. She claimed she had found texts on Mr. Southworth's mobile phone threatening to expose her ex-husband Darren, 46, and members of his family. But she was asked to take a breath test when police called by Mr. Southworth saw Ferguson driving her Range Rover Evoque to his cottage opposite her home on the stud farm in Mobberley, Cheshire to return the device. Inquiries revealed she was under limit for drink driving but was 4 times the limit for drug driving, with officers discovering she had 200 milligrams of benzoyl, the metabolite of cocaine, in her system. The drug driving limit is 50 milligrams. In April at Manchester she was disqualified for a year and fined £120 and ordered to pay £235 in costs and surcharges. In court she claimed she was having to work as a barmaid and go back to a family court after she said £1,000 per month for child maintenance had stopped. But on Monday prosecutor, Sonia Alford said, on Thursday 15 February at 6:55 p.m. police officers were on patrol when they saw a grey Mercedes parked in a lay-by in Alderley Edge and the displayed registration plate was registered to a company. They decided to follow the car along to the A34 Wilmslow Road. The speed limit on that stretch of road is 70 miles per hour and the vehicle was being driven at 40 miles per hour and weaving between lanes 1 and 2. They approached the vehicle from behind and signaled to stop, which it did. They spoke to the driver, which was this defendant, and she said she was driving a friend's car. Relevant checks were made and she was correct. Due to the manner of the defendant's driving, the officers conducted a roadside drug test. She presented a reading of 57 mg/L, with the limit being in 50 mg/L blood. The defendant committed a previous drug driving offense but wasn't convicted of that offense until April this year. When she committed this offense on 15 February she was on bail for the similar offense of drug driving, which is a seriously aggravating factor. JP's also ordered Ferguson to pay £115 costs and pay off the at £100 a month. She told the court, "I will be working full-time, I've just started another job. I will pay all of it off." Ferguson has a 15-year-old daughter Grace, with Darren, 45, who raised her son from another relationship, Charlie, now 18, as his own. In 2009, Ms. Ferguson and Charlie were involved in a horror crash during a school run, in Oldham. Charlie suffered life-threatening internal injuries. He broke his back and was in a coma for 3 days, while his scalp was severed nearly all the way round. Ferguson's femur was broken in 35 places and doctors considered amputation. She also broke 8 ribs. But both mother and son made a recovery from their horrific injuries.